As the global population continues to grow, how do we make sure we all have enough food to eat? A growing number of companies are looking at how new technology can make our food supplies more reliable. Our reporter Jonathan Josephs has been to meet some of those putting new things on the menu.
Cooking up the future of food. Some of the world's most innovative food companies hope to reach our taste buds through what's on the menu at London's Future Food Tech Summit. Most of them are smaller companies, better placed to find the breakthroughs that will keep the world fed.
Consumers in many parts of the world are eating more meat. And as their incomes rise, UN says that demand will continue to grow for the next decade or so. That brings many challenges. Guy Nevo Michrowski is an Israeli startup Profuse.
So Profuse is enabling the production of cultivated meat, which is basically taking one cell from an animal and growing it into a steak in a factory. So the challenge is to get it to grow from one cell into 20 billion cells.
Critics say that meat consumption is bad for the environment. Growing meat in a laboratory presumably uses a lot of energy, which isn't necessarily good for the climate.
Cultivated meat growth is cutting down the use of land and fresh water by 90% compared to farm-grown meat. Probably you can start getting those in the shops within 5 to 10 years.
Food technology isn't just about coming up with new ways to make food. It's also about making better use of what we already have. Denmark's Agrain is one such company. Aviaja, what is it you're doing here?
Well, we are upcycling brewer-spent grains. So when the brewer has extracted the sugar and the starch from the grain, we are transforming them or processing them into flour that can be used in all types of food where you use flour.
What is it that you do differently to other companies?
We have an algorithm. We are taking in more than 100 different types of grains. So every time we produce one of our standard types of flour, it's a mix that is managed by the algorithm.
Why does the world need to upcycle when it comes to food?
There are more than 8 billion people now, but the world is not getting bigger. So we need to find ways to utilize the resources already available to us.
It's thought about 1 billion people around the world are obese. So some companies are trying to make what we do have healthier. BlueTree is one of those. What are you doing?
We developed a technology that enables to reduce sugar from natural beverages such as fresh juices, milk, beer and wine.
After 3 years of development, it's soon set to hit supermarket shelves for the first time.
Do you have any concern that people will see your technology in a product, think it's a bit healthier, I can have more, even if it's not a healthy option?
We want to enable people to get to healthier products. And it will be up to them to know exactly how much they will consume of it.
With so many challenges, a lot of new recipes will be needed to keep the world fed. Jonathan Josephs, BBC News.
Food for thought. Has that made you hungry? It has for me. I'm heading for breakfast shortly. Let's have a look at financial markets so that you can have a sense of how the day's been progressing so far in Asia.